Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Unstoppable Dynamics channel of wrestling results here on this channel. So we have Impact Wrestling for February 24th. Impact on Access TV results. The action begins before the Impact with an exclusive match. X Division Champion Trey Miguel and Jake Something versus Mike Bailey and Ace Austin with Madman Fulton, champion and challenger for the upcoming X Division title. Clash at Sacrifice team up as Trey Miguel and Jake Something take on the unlikely duo of Mike Bailey and Ace Austin. Bailey lights up the champ with the early going with a flurry of kicks. Bailey and Austin are working well together as they put their impressive double team offense on display so far. Austin wears Trey down as he cuts off the ring and prevents him from making the tag. Trey hits a flatliner to create separation, allowing him to tag in Jake. The big man takes out both Bailey and Austin with a double suplex. Trey assists Jake on a vertical suplex to Austin with a wild dive to the outside. Bailey eliminates Trey on the outside while Ace traps Jake in the pinning predicament to score the 3 count. Mike Bailey and Ace Austin with Madman Fulton defeats X Division champion Trey Miguel and Jake Something. I kind of knew they were going to win. Days removed from an earth-shattering no surrender and just 9 nights away from Sacrifice, an all-new Impact is on the air. 9 nights? Holy crap. Alright, so we have back-to-back pay-per-views coming. Impact World Champion Moose kicks off Impact. Impact World Champion Moose kicks off the show. Following his successful title defense over W. Morrissey at No Surrender, Moose says that month after month he is improving, why he's the greatest champion in all professional wrestling. Moose questions why everyone is talking about Eddie Edwards when they should be talking about him. Moose says that when anyone steps in the ring with him, their whole world turns upside down. Just like Eddie Edwards, Josh Alexander, Matt Cardona. Heath makes his shocking return to Impact and confronts Moose in the ring. Heath says that he will stand up and defend Impact on his own after what happened with Eddie Edwards at No Surrender. Unlike Moose, the self-proclaimed wrestling god asks Heath where he was during Team's Impact War with Honor No More. Heath responds by saying that he was unable to appear due to COVID protocols, but he's all clear now. Moose disrespects Heath's family and a brawl breaks out between the two adversaries. Heath lays out Moose with the wake-up call and stands tall with the Impact World title held high. Scott D'Amore tells Team Impact that they can't go after Honor No More because they have every right to be here following their victory at No Surrender. D'Amore says that no one is allowed to put their hands on Eddie Edwards when he goes out to the ring to explain his actions later tonight. But all bets are off when Rhino battles Eddie at Sacrifice and Honor No More takes on Team Impact in a 6-man tag team action tonight. Honor No More arrives to the arena and are immediately confronted by Impact World Champion Moose. He says that he doesn't have a problem with them, but puts a warning not to get in his way or come after his Impact World title. Honor No More happily agrees to his demands before walking away, Scott Demore says that maybe Heath was right about Moose and informs him that they'll be squaring off for the Impact World title at Sacrifice. Digital Media Champion Matt Cardona versus Jordan Grace .combat match for the Digital Media Championship. After Jordan Grace was disqualified in her Digital Media title bout against Matt Cardona at No Surrender, they are set to run it back tonight in the first ever .combat match where there are no disqualifications, no countouts, and anything goes. Grace jump starts the match by using a DVD player as a weapon. Grace takes out Cardona with a dive to the outside. Cardona hits a DDT on the floor to gain control. Cardona continues the assault by hitting Grace with a keyboard, followed by a neckbreaker for 2. Grace drops him stomach first onto the back on a steel chair, then uses a selfie stick like a baton. Grace power bombs Cardona into a pile of cell phones, but when she goes for the blow, Cardona reveals that he's wearing a cup. Grace makes him pay for taking out his cup by successfully hitting a low blow on her next attempt. Cardona sends Grace into a steel chair, then rolls her up with a hold of the ropes to retain the title. Digital Media Champion Matt Cardona defeats Jordan Grace .combat match for the Digital Media Championship. Tennille Dashwood blames Caleb with a K for her loss to Havoc on the countdown to No Surrender after Caleb received a call from the Inspiration during the match. Speaking of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, they confront the Influence and things almost get physical until Caleb with a K breaks it up. Now, do you think Caleb with a K is going to go work with the Influence? I think he will. The Influence challenged the Inspiration for the Knockouts World Tag Team titles at Sacrifice, but Inspiration, yeah. But next Thursday on Impact, Casey Lee goes one-on-one with Madison Rayne. X Division champion Trey Miguel interrupts Jake Something interview with Gia Miller following their loss to Mike Bailey and Ace Austin early tonight on BTI. Trey says that Jake has nothing to be disappointed about, but Jake Something fires back and tells him that he doesn't need his pity. The two will square off for the X Division title at Sacrifice. John Skyler versus Pinder Jajar. Brian Myers provides alternate commentary for from his very own announce desk as John Skyler looks to even the score with Bahamdar Jajar to pace it. The pace is just fast and furious from the opening bell as Jajar hits a high back body drop. Jajar is about to fly when Skyler rolls away to safety. Skyler sends him shoulder first into steel ring post to gain control. Jajar hits a ripcord knee strike, followed by a spine buster for 2. Jajar hits his signature spear out of the corner to win. Jajar defeats John Skyler. After the match, an unranged W. Morrissey charges towards ringside and targets Brian Myers. John Skyler attacks Morrissey from behind, but pays for it as Morrissey hits him with a BQE through Myers' commentant a pro desk. Steve Maclin exclaims that he doesn't care what Eddie Edwards has to say tonight. Maclin reveals that next Thursday Eddie will have to answer to him when they meet one-on-one. AAA Rihanna DeRana's champion and Ring of Honor's Women's World Champion Deonna Purrazzo versus Lady Frost Champ challenge for the AAA Rihanna DeRana's championship this time. Lady Frost answers the Champ challenge and chooses to put Deonna Purrazzo's AAA Rihanna DeRana's title on the line. Frost takes Purrazzo off her feet with a roundhouse kick. Purrazzo turns the tide by tapping Frost in a surfboard and delivering a stomp the lower back. Purrazzo targets the knee as she drives it into the unprotected apron. Frost sacrifices her left leg by hitting a moonsault to the floor. Frost connects with a handspring cannonball into the corner, but the damage to her knee prevents her from capitalizing. Purrazzo locks in a Venus de Milo to retain the AAA Rihanna's title via submission. AAA Rihanna's champion and Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Deonna Purrazzo defeats Lady Frost Champ challenge for the AAA Rihanna's championship. After the match, the quintessential diva Giselle Shaw adds insult to injury as she basks in the spotlight while Frost watches on. Jay White says that as the leader of the Bullet Club, he had to look out for the group's best interest, and that's why he decided to shed the dead weight known as GOD at No Surrender in favor of Impact's World Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers. White says it's not personal, just business. Like his singles match against Alex Shelley at Sacrifice, the Good Brothers, former allies in Violent by Design, interrupt. Eric Young demands that they give him their owed Impact World Tag Team titles opportunity. White is calling the shots for the Good Brothers now, as they tell Young that their previous arrangement is now null and void. The Gorillas of Destiny storm the scene and a huge brawl breaks out. Zicky Dice versus Joan. Zicky Dice looks to bounce back after being cut from the learning tree, but unfortunately for him, he runs straight into Joan's path of destruction. Joan hits a strong vertical suplex followed by a running senton. Joan connects with a thunderous sit-down powerbomb to win the match in a quick fashion. Joan defeats Zicky Dice. After the bell, Joan continues the assault with a tsunami splash to Dice. Gail Kim confronts Joan on the other side of the curtain and tells him that he must stop attacking his opponents after the bell. Joan demands more competition and Kim grants him his wish. A match against Honor No More PCO at Sacrifice. Johnny Swinger wants another shot at Joan after a recent loss to the Top Dog, and Kim makes it official for next Thursday Impact. Knockouts World Champion Mickie James and Chelsea Green are in Gail Kim's office after retaining her title against Tasha Steelz. At No Surrender, Mickey wants to award Chelsea with a Knockouts World title shot at Sacrifice. Tasha Steelz interrupts and things get heated, promoting Kim to make a number one contenders match between Chelsea Green and Tasha Steelz next week, where the winner will face Mickie James for the Knockouts World title at Sacrifice. Mickie says that she'll keep her eye on Savannah Evans, but Chelsea tells her that she has to do this alone. The Good Brothers will defend the Impact World Tag Team Championship titles against their former allies, Violent by Design, at Sacrifice. Don't miss the final Impact Before Sacrifice next Thursday at 8/7 Central on Access TV and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube for Impact Insiders. Bullet Club battles Violent by Design and GOD in a massive 10-man tag team match. Steve Maclin seeks vengeance on Eddie Edwards. Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Cassie Lee goes one-on-one with Madison Rayne. Chelsea Green takes on Tasha Steelz in a Knockouts World title in number one contenders match. Joan collides with Johnny Swinger and so much more. Honor No More, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Kenny King with Maria Kanellis. Vincent and PCO versus Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Chris Sabin with Rhino and Heath. The war between Honor No More and Impact Wrestling is far from over, and it continues in tonight's six-man tag team main event. PCO confronts Sabin at ringside, allowing Bennett to capitalize off the distraction and toss him into the unforgiving steel guardrail. King pummels Sabin with repeated strikes as Honor No More cuts off the ring. Sabin uses his quickness to avoid Bennett and sends him crashing into his own partner. Sabin makes the tag to Swann, who goes on the attack. Swann and Mack hits a double team flapjack on Taven for 2. Mack hits Taven with a Samoan drop, followed by his signature standing moonsault. King kicks Swann off the apron, allowing Taven to tag in Bennett. Unbeknownst to Mack, Taven and Bennett connects with the Proton Pack on Mack to score another huge victory. Honor No More, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Kenny King defeat Rich Swann, Willie Mack, and Chris Sabin with Rhino and Heath Slater. Eddie Edwards comes out to explain his actions at No Surrender. After the match, Maria Kanellis introduces the man who opened the door for Honor No More, at a Triple Crown champion in both Impact World Wrestling and Ring of Honor. Eddie Edwards, Scott D'Amore forces the members of Team Impact to leave the ringside area, while Eddie Edwards explains why he betrayed them at No Surrender. Eddie says that despite coming up in the industry with Honor No More and feeling betrayed when Ring of Honor announced that they would be taking a hiatus, that is not why he joined them. Eddie reveals that the real reason he joined Honor No More is because they have identified a corporation, a cancerous growth of dishonor in the professional wrestling industry, and he wants to expose it. Eddie recalls when Impact opened the Forbidden Door 2 years ago, and it resulted in Kenny Omega, someone who didn't work for Impact Wrestling, winning the Impact World title. Eddie Edwards says that he waited patiently for his shot to restore honor to this company, but management chose the likes of Moose, Sammy Callahan, and Josh Alexander. Instead, Alicia Edwards interrupts and confronts Eddie in the ring. Alicia tells her husband that he should be asking Impact for forgiveness, questioning the lessons he taught her to always have faith and believe that anything is possible. Eddie calls Honor No More his new family and tells Alicia that if she wants to remain a part of his family, then she has to make a decision. Eddie says that he didn't turn his back on Impact Wrestling. He is simply walking away from the people that have turned their back on him. Eddie leaves the ring alongside Honor No More as Alicia looks on from the ringside. From the ring. And now Impact goes off air. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you guys do not miss an upload here on this channel. And see you guys in tomorrow's results of SmackDown and AEW Rampage. See you guys then. I'm Unstoppable, and I'm
Hey
out.
everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.